So hey everyone, made it here to the Equine Arts Horse Center in Whitesboro, Texas. This is the venue for the show, and it's also a pretty unique, cool space. So you can see some of the green beauty behind me. Now there are a lot of pastures here and different paddocks for different animals. There's horses, cows, dogs, cats. I've even heard peacocks off in the distance in another part of the property that I haven't even explored. So very big place. But this is a horse spa, which I didn't even know was a thing before this. What is a horse spa? Well, just like humans, horses like being pampered too. They're big, they're strong, they're majestic animals, but they are carrying a lot of weight on their joints. So they can get out of alignment, they can pull muscles, they can, get sore or get repetitive stress kind of injuries. So they can come to a place like this where they get massaged, they have physical therapy, they have acupressure. I've seen acupressure charts about different meridians in horses for different types of ailments down in some of the barns here. And they can go swimming. They have a saline pool where the horses can basically take the pressure off of their joints, swim. Horses are naturally good at swimming, but they don't necessarily get opportunities super often. And they can swim down to one end, climb out safely, turn around, go back to the other end. So it's a lap swimming for horses. Really cool. And this is also a human spa. So while your horse is getting pampered, you can go do yoga or, get a massage, any of that kind of stuff too. Pretty cool place. But since this is a circus channel, let's talk about the circus and why I'm here. So we came to set up a circus tent, which, we succeeded at. Now, if you've been following along, there was a pretty big storm when I was on my way in, which did hit here, not as bad as in some places. Down in Wichita Falls, it was 50-mile-an-hour winds, golf ball-sized hail, and that's just a couple hours down the track. But out here, it dumped a lot of rain. So we waited out the storm itself, but then spent the next few days setting up the tent. So we got the masts up. Those are those big poles that are sticking up through the tent. Lifted the canvas, got those side poles in. We haven't put up a sidewall yet, so we have a little bit more breeze and also a chance for it to dry out, because even though it wasn't raining when we set up, it started dumping rain right after. So Monday it was raining the whole day, Sunday night, Tuesday morning, and it's been drying out Tuesday and Wednesday. We're partially through Wednesday now, and the ground is looking a lot better. But for a couple days there, we were, slogging through a soupy, muddy, just grody mess. So a couple of ways that circuses deal with that. Take a look at the line of the tent. So the roof has a peak like a house. And so as the rain hits that entire canvas space, the water runs off. Just like it would in a house, it would go down into the gutters and then down into the ground and into a spillway, driveway, sewer, etc. Here, we're just on a field. So it goes to the edge, drops down, and then just kind of sat there, soaked into the ground like a sponge and spread its way under the tent. It made the ring a mess, it made the walkways a mess, and so we and the horses and everyone, we would like to have solid footing. So we did a few things. One, dug a trench. We didn't have gutters, so the staff here was amazing. They came out and dug basically a moat around the circus tent so that as the water came off the roof, it would go into that. They dug a spillway for it to send it out towards the driveway. And they even brought in pallets of wood pellets, these little pine pellets. So typically we would fill the circus ring with sawdust. That gives us a uniform space, levels out the ground a bit, soaks up any moisture, or, collects any horse poop. So it's easier to scoop that out instead of it sticking to grass and things. The horses and the humans are very used to the sawdust, but with this much mud, we put down pine pellets first to absorb the worst of it. So basically the pellets go in and then kind of expand, soak up that water like a sponge, and then we can put the sawdust on top. And then finally, you can see back here, they even brought in dump trucks worth of sand so that they can make a nice walkway going up to our concession tent, which you can see in the front here. We'll have cotton candy, popcorn, photos with the mini horse, and posters, art from the circus's history. It's pretty nice. Then they'll make their way into the main tent where we have the show. We've got the bleachers all set up. We'll put up the sidewalls a little bit later. You can hear people are doing some construction back there. There's always work to be done, always more tasks. And then up here, we've got the horse tents and stables so that the horses have both a pasture and a covered space that is close enough to the tent for, when they're in the show, they can, come in and out. They can feed the horses and all that. So I don't want to make this too long, but wanted to show you the beautiful tent, show you the beautiful site, and tell you a little bit about what we've been doing these last few days. Oh, and as if putting up an entire circus tent in the mud and making it ready for a show wasn't enough, we're also rehearsing, of course, but also running a circus camp. So we just finished for the day, and basically we start every morning and do about a half or a 2/3 full day with local kids. I've been teaching juggling, clowning, rollabola, object balance. Oh, the horse wants to be in on the action. Hello! That's one of the minis. Not our smallest, but it's pretty teeny. Hey, Cavallino. Hi, pal. Oh, you yawning? Hi. Oh, hello. Hey, beautiful. Yeah, you like scritches? Oh, scritches. Yeah. Hello. Yeah, so many scritches. You blocking, Cavallino? You showboater. Bye, Cav. Yeah, you like to be the star. And okay, I'll keep you in frame. My colleagues have been teaching tight wire, trapeze, partner acrobatics, solo acrobatics. It's been super duper fun. And I always love teaching camp, and it's really a pleasure to be able to do that here in an actual circus tent with, so many talented co-teachers, and the kids have been awesome. So that's about it for now. A little preview of what's coming next. Tomorrow, the students will have their last day of camp. They'll put on a little showcase for their families, and then we will really dive into our rehearsals for the shows, which will be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then we drop the tent, pack it up, put it all away. We hope there's not more storms, but it's looking possible. We'll see. Fingers crossed yet again that we don't have too much mud here. There's only so much we can do with sawdust and sand, but we'll get through it. Should be super fun. I'll keep you updated, and thanks for joining. See you next time.